That is here where we need the holistic inner science. In fact, science is one which can make the humans happy in all perspectives, from without and from within, especially from within. And to my understanding, these sciences are not separate. In fact, it's a continuous spectrum of one science only. But because we were not much focused on to the holistic inner science, we are using that word. Otherwise, science is one and continuous. So what does holistic inner science mean? It's a science of my own life and living. To detail it a little more, it's a science of I am, with my inner machinery, that is mind, speech, body, inner and outer circumstances, along with the natural regulatory mechanism and universe as a whole. It's a science of relative self and real self in relation to each other. In other words, it deals with the scientific association of pure conscious along with the matter. In scriptural terms, one can say it's Atman, Anatman, or Purush Prakriti. It deals with cause effect, charge discharge of karmic bonds. It answers the very mysterious question, what's the limit of fate and where does the free will lies? Because this has been the question which has been puzzling the mankind since long. In other words, it includes everything from holistic science and art of daily living, so to say, for happy, harmonious daily living, to absolute pure knowledge or Keval Gnan, the ultimate. It deals with relative inner self, that is mind, reflective consciousness, intellect and ego, as well as science of speech. Actually speaking, human life is a unique live experiment. So far I was tuned to understand the experiments which are going into the laboratory. But when I look within, I realized that my own life and living is a continuous ongoing experiment, and we'll come to that, how the experiment is going on, and universe as a whole. Why it is termed as holistic? Because it is all inclusive, all comprehensive. It is useful and beneficial to one and all, irrespective of caste, color, creed, nationality, faith, or socio-economic status. It's equally useful to illiterate or literate, equally useful to rich or poor. And actually the whole universe is being reflected within. There is a concept of macrocosm and microcosm. Everything is part of whole and interconnected. Let me ponder over unique aspects and contributions made by this holistic inner science. It is easy, practical and result giving. This part I love the most. It does not ask for rituals, traditions, hard penances or outer renunciations. Then what does it ask for? It asks for only correct understanding or right visions. Because we know that if somebody is doing an experiment or doing something, if the knowledge or formula is correct, the result will be effortlessly desirable. If the knowledge is not correct, no matter what struggle I put in, the result may not be there. So only thing it asks is correct understanding or right visions. And there are certain unique revelations or contributions made. One of them is scientific circumstantial evidences. We'll come to that later on, that who has created and how the universe is being governed. It's only scientific circumstantial evidences. There's another revelation of Pratisthit Atman, that is belief soul, migratory soul or enworlded soul, which is different from the pure soul self. This will interest those who have the little in-depth study of the scriptures and trying to understand what are the characteristics of pure self. So holistic science of nature and human living, and the world is the puzzle itself. I don't know how many of you it appears like a puzzle. What do I mean by the world is puzzle itself, inside and outside? Number one, nobody has puzzle, it is itself puzzle. And I try to solve few queries and some more do appear. But then every puzzle has to be answered. So there are two viewpoints to solve this puzzle, one relative, the other real. Both has to go hand in hand or parallel. So benefits of knowing the holistic inner science, truth at next exit. I hope that when we exit at the end, we'll have some more truth than what we were doing. So benefits are happy, harmonious human living. I can experience inner freedom in whatever set of circumstances I'm into, outside or inside. Maybe challenging, maybe difficult, but I will be able to experience inner freedom, realization of inner potentials and be able to make best use of it, ultimate truth or ultimate goal of liberation. In seminar, as Rajni Bhai has already told, presentation would be followed by interactive sessions. Please make it as live as possible by asking as many questions or giving as many inputs. It is all by us, for us, and of us. So nobody is here to teach, nobody is here to learn. We are just sharing with each other. And we may not look at the academic completeness or beauty of the presentation, but if it leads us to inner journey, even if it gives us even a single vision which can be helpful in life, I think the purpose of the seminar is achieved. Seminar kit he has already told you. And a word about holistic scientists, which we were fortunate to be benefited by. One who has thorough experience of real self and relative self, whose all doership ego and mindless ego has vanished, who can throw light on science of conscious and matter related to conscious. Why do I stress this? Because I happen to come across and interact with so many scientists. And there are so many theories of quantum physics and other things. But as soon as the science related to living being comes into picture, those theories or those formulas which are pertaining to the material science, they do fall short. So, and he has only one wish, that let this science reach to one and all such that all can attain peace and happiness. At present, Kanu Dadaji is the founder visionary for this. On this side, we had the founder, His Holiness A.M. Patel, who left his physical body in 1988, and Kanu Dadaji is there presently with us. So with that, I end my introduction over here. So this was a short introduction about Holistic Inner Science and Seminar. Thank you. And